Hello everyone, Jason Duck Barber here with another installment of Farming Blind with Duck here on my 100-acre farm located in southern Middle Tennessee. On previous installments of my videos, I've actually demonstrated some different technologies I use for identifying and cataloging my livestock. That technology that I use doesn't just stay with that. I've got so many other applications that I use actually other assistive technologies here on the farm. For many years, my grandfather, working on this farm, he worked many days by himself, doing a lot of different tasks. He was the type of person, don't tell me I can't do something, or as he would always say, can't never could do nothing. He would constantly be on the farm fencing and repairing, putting up new fences and hanging gates. Typically, when hanging a gate on the farm, it would take at least two people to do. You'd have one person on the hinge end of the gate, along with somebody else on the other end, lining up the hinges. Now with assistive technology, I use quite a bit of things now to make that job so much easier. One thing that I obtained a couple of years ago is called Tape King, which is an electronic talking tape measure. To give you an idea how it works, power it up.
0 inches.
This is where I'll measure out my gate pins and the hinges.
3 feet 1 3/4 inch.
Now that I got my measurements, I've already installed my pins previously. This is when the work comes in. After installing the pins, typically, I would always have to have an extra person with me with the gate. This is where I tap into using my side-by-side. I've installed a winch system on it with a wireless remote. When doing that, once I power up my remote, I can use it to raise that end of the gate while I pick up this end and line up my hinges primarily by feel. Each end has to go together, and as I adjust it, as you can see, just like that, with the use of that version of assistive technologies, I'm able to hang a gate by myself. There's some other products that I use as well. If I needed to line up my hinges to get the depth of them in correct order and get them plumb, this is a makeshift plumb bob that I use that my grandfather would create. Basically using gravity to line up the pins and get them lined up together. The string will actually act as a plumb bob to keep everything lined up. That demonstrates that aspect of it. So once again, that's just a makeshift idea that I had here on the farm. Typically, a lot of people would always use your common level. Most levels, you see, has got the bubbles that most people see to line up, which is great unless you're visually impaired, such as myself. So rather than seeing the bubbles, purchase this digital level. Then I can and with the use of the winch and the wireless remote, I can get my gate basically perfectly level. I've actually had that level for a good while before I ever discovered a lot of this other technology, just for the fact I wish they made something that I could use that didn't require vision. This is just an idea of some of the things that I use here on the farm, and one of the projects that I have to do periodically, which is hanging a gate. As you see, you can take different technologies in different aspects. It doesn't have to be electronic to make a simple task such as hanging a gate accomplished.